testing. 1, 2, 3. Say hi, Rachel.
I do.
Hi.
Yes, I do. All right. Are you going to video?
He's
I am
filming.
videoing as we
Okay.
speak. We're
Filming
just
everything.
testing it out.
Hi, Mom.
Hi. How
Could
are
do
you,
me a
Mike?
favor? Good to
Yes.
meet you.
Good to meet you.
Could you video the ceremony for me? Just
Sure.
on my phone.
Sure.
And then when Rachel does it too, well, we'll get Mom to do it, okay?
Okay.
You know how to do it.
Yes.
All right, so we're going to start, okay? So everyone can stay where they are. This is all very informal. I wanted to say I was waiting for Beatrice Newman, our Director of Public Works. She may or may not be here, but she played a really big role in the construction of this park. And of course, we're here to honor Isadore Goldberg. He was a councillor from 1983 to 2001. And in a strange way, this was part of District 1. It really doesn't make geographical sense, but it was when he was a councillor, and I took over District 2, and then they changed the boundaries. But he represented the McDonald area near the V-Comp near DeCarry Square, and then of course he represented Marc Chagall and Sir Walter Scott. So of course when he retired, they named Isadore Goldberg Park after him. And I would see Isadore from time to time, and he was very frustrated because they put the sign at the corner of Kildare near Marc Chagall, and no one could figure out where the park was. And it was really not, when I became a city councillor in 2005, I promised him we're going to fix it. And Isadore would say to me, when are you going to get that there sign fixed? Oh, that's exactly what he said to me. And I said, Isadore, I'm working on it. And Beatrice Newman, our Director of Public Works, listened to me. And unfortunately, we were able to do it after he passed away. And we said that we were going to do a rededication of this park when it's done, and then COVID hit. So we weren't really able to do it, and we also wanted to wait for it to be properly refurbished. So when we take a walk, you'll see the beautiful park now, which is being so well utilized. But I think this is a beautiful tribute to Isadore with the walkway. People know where it is. You can park your car. Anyone from Cote-Saint-Luc can come, go down the pathway, and you can go see the park down the way. And people are getting a lot of joy out of it. We recently named Sheila Finestone Park, and we didn't want people to be confused. So where you see the sign over here, we're going to have an arrow. The arrow is going to lead people to the park, so they're going to know where it is. But you'll see in my blog at mikecohen.ca, I will be writing a blog, and I will be getting some more information from Beatrice Newman in terms of explaining to you all the improvements that have been made to this park over the last couple of years. I want to acknowledge and thank joining me today, Councillor Sydney Ben-Isri, who is my neighboring councillor, is also by day is the National Executive Director of Canadian Magen David Adom for Israel. And Stephen Erdely, another member of council, who by day is the head of school for Solomon Schechter Academy. Mitchell Brownstein, the Mayor Brownstein, was unable to make it today, but he wanted me to extend his wishes to the Goldberg family. He worked with Isadore on council for 11 years and had great memories with him. And in fact, if you go to YouTube and you type in Isadore Goldberg, Cote-Saint-Luc, you're going to see a fantastic video that he did about a year before he passed away, talking about his experience in the war. And so we are going to have some, I'm going to ask some family members to make some comments. We're going to take a photo, then we're going to take a walk to the park. But we have something very special today. We have a star in our community, Rachel Dara, who just won an international award in Atlanta. I happened to write an article about her, and I just had an idea, and I said, I spoke to Rachel and her dad, and I said, how would you like to come and do a song as a tribute to Isadore? And she has one. So Rachel, why don't you tell us what you're going to sing and why you're singing it in memory of Isadore Goldberg?
Hi, everybody. First off, want to thank you for all the kind words you said. So this song, this actually isn't my song. It's a cover song. It's called Comme Toi by Jean-Jacques Goldberg. And Jean-Jacques was a French artist in the 80s. He was big in the 80s. And he wrote this song about World War II, about the universal experience of being a child and being in the war. And as you all know, Isadore had that experience himself. He was 16 years old when he was enlisted to fight, and I decided that this would be an appropriate song to commemorate him. Though I believe you guys are all Anglophone, I can translate everything later. I learned this song for a school assembly a few months back, and I hope you connect with this. Elle avait les yeux clairs et la robe en velours, à côté de sa mère et sa famille autour. Elle pose un peu distraite au doux soleil de la fin de la journée. La photo n'est pas bonne, mais on peut y voir la bonheur en personne et la douceur de soi. Elle aimait la musique, surtout Schumann et puis Mozart. Comme toi, comme toi, comme toi, comme toi. Comme toi, comme toi, comme toi, comme toi. Comme toi que je regarde tout bas, comme toi qui dort en rêve, on a quoi? Comme toi, comme toi, comme toi, comme toi. Elle allait à l'école en village d'en bas. Elle apprenait les livres, elle apprenait les voix. Elle chantait les grenouilles, les princesses qui dorment au bois. Elle aimait sa poupée, elle aimait ses amis, surtout Ruth et Anna et surtout Jérémie. Et ils se mariaient peut-être un jour à Varsovie. Comme toi, comme toi, comme toi, comme toi. Comme toi, comme toi, comme toi, comme toi. Comme toi que je regarde tout bas. Comme toi qui dort en rêve, on a quoi? Comme toi, comme toi, comme toi, comme toi. Elle s'appelait Sarah, elle n'avait pas 8 ans. Sa vie était douceur et des nuages blancs. Mais d'autres gens en avaient décidé autrement. Comme toi, comme toi, comme toi, comme toi. Comme toi, comme toi, comme toi, comme toi. Comme toi que je regarde tout bas. Comme toi qui dort en rêve, on a quoi? Comme toi, comme toi, comme toi, comme toi. Thank you. Thank you.
Wow, and you know what the most amazing thing is? First of all, the song was, you said, by someone named Goldberg.
Oh, it was Goldman. My fault.
Goldman, okay,
It
but
was
it's
Goldman.
let's pretend it's Goldberg. It makes it's better for the script. So there's still a gold in there.
He was a Goldman.
And you're 16, and Isadore was 16 when he went to war. Can you explain what the song means? Like, what is the meaning
So
of it?
this was actually this was about a child who she didn't actually exist, but it was about a child who perished in the war. But I just felt like it resonated with the situation himself. Look what Isadore went on to do. You all know what Isadore went on to do, and yet he was so young when he enlisted in this war, and it didn't stop him from this happening.
Isn't that a remarkable commentary from a 16-year-old? Really impressive. Congratulations, Rachel. Thank you for coming. It's
Thank
a
you.
beautiful tribute you did, and I will be following this up with a podcast with Rachel. One of my other podcast subjects is right here from past years, great occupational therapist. So I wanted to know who from the family might want to say something about Isadore. Is it Joy? Is it Jeannie? Who would like to say something about him? Jeannie, would you like to say something about Isadore? What would this mean to him, the fact that we rededicated this park to him?
It would mean everything.
could beat him.
No.
Nobody could beat him, no matter how many people ran against him.
Yeah.
Because as my late father used to say, Isadore used to stand on the street and make sure everyone had a parking spot. He literally did that. He would go up and down the elevator in every building, and he'd go, what floor would you like to go to? And that was during election campaign, and nobody could beat him. I mean, we could learn a lot from Isadore in our election campaigns, that's for sure. So I just like everyone to gather underneath the sign, and let's try to gather as closely as family members, just as closely as possible. We can go ahead, right over there, Stephen. Sydney? Yes. Sydney, come on in. And Rachel, why don't you join us since you're part of the ceremony? You can take your guitar, but unplug it, just as a prop.
Good idea.